Hi, I'm Bran, and I love When Calls the Heart.
Hi, I'm Jax, and I like When Calls the Heart.
I'm Dan, and I despise When Calls the Heart, and this is the Deck the Hallmark Podcast.
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast.
We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, boy.
How are we?
Swell, Bran. How about you?
Oh, I'm feeling real good, buddy. I think it could not be more fall.
I'm pretty sure we're, if I'm not mistaken, a month away from the first Hallmark Christmas movie premiere.
You got that right.
That's accurate, buddy.
That's unbelievable. And I feel like, just judging by the intro, that we're all starting to get the hang of this. Jax?
I think so, too. I think we're in the swing of things.
I felt really good about that. We're a month into this, and so that also feels
I'm racking
good.
up my
This
frequent
is the
flyer.
sixth one, so we're over a month.
So wait,
into
you're
it.
getting to book your own travel?
Come on, you're on a private jet in
Oh,
first
I'm not
class.
getting to book my own, but when Ted books it, I give him my frequent flyer number, and he books
Do you
it
have
for
a
me.
private jet frequent flyer number?
That's
Wow,
interesting.
Jax. Wow.
I don't always fly private. It depends.
Oh, it depends on the
Oh,
day.
yeah,
Yeah, it depends, yeah. This week I did not. I was on Spirit, which is one of your faves.
Yeah,
Brandon.
Oh, I love Spirit. You know I love Spirit. Shout out to Spirit.
Spirit.
Guys, I'll pull back the curtain a little bit. We're recording this particular episode a little early because I'm in Cancun with the college kids.
Cancun with the college kids.
Oh, my heavens.
College week, let's go.
Are you,
can
and I
get
going to be in town during September together at any point? You
I'm
think?
sure we will be.
Okay.
We'll cross paths.
Yeah, we'll
I mean, we will. We have been crossing
We have been.
paths.
Yeah, no, of course.
Continually. I mean, you were
So-
gone the first week, but
That's
then
right.
you came
Yeah,
back.
that's right.
and
You were here
then
with the
you were
Cancun.
here.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So
Are you going to wear a lot of sunscreen?
He has to. Yeah.
I have to. If not, it won't be good.
It's a
It
full
won't-
lobster situation.
Oh, my goodness.
Full lobster, yeah. But I'm excited about it. It's gonna be a lot of. It's gonna be a lot of.
You've
fun.
never been?
Never been to Cancun.
Wow.
I've never, and it's an all-inclusive,
Yeah.
which I've never done before.
I've done them several times.
I haven't. Are they fun?
Yeah, they're wonderful. I mean, don't know what to expect, but they're wonderful.
I'm just very excited to just let it all be. It's just gonna be. We're just being, and if I'll be like, give me another one of those Mai Tais that I had at Ramadrama.
The Mai Tais at Ramadrama, you and Panda were all about the Mai Tais
Yeah.
at Ramadrama.
I would say it was inspiring.
It was
Yeah.
because the next
And
day
the next day, and I've cut back since.
Yeah, good-
almost
good.
completely off the Mai Tais. In fact, after the display,
The Mai Tais were very good.
Bran, you'll love this. The first time I went to an all-inclusive, we went to the restaurant in the evenings. Like during the day, it's like buffet stuff, and at night you make a reservation for like one of the 5 restaurants or whatever. And I got some steak, I don't remember. And I was finishing up. I'm only like 23-4 years old, and the waiter comes over and he was like, "How's the steak?" And I was like, "It was good." And he was like, "Do you want another one?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I do." He was like, "Yes, sir." He goes and gets me another steak.
Yeah.
And I finished it. He goes,
You
"How's
didn't
the
know.
steak?"
No.
He
You
goes,
called
"Good."
surely
He
called it
goes-
quits after.
And this
two.
is a menu
Surely.
situation, so it's not like a buffet.
Right.
And he goes, "Do you want another one?" And I went, "Yes, I do."
No.
Three boys. And he comes over and he goes,
No.
"Do you want another one?" And I was like, "I think I'm going to pass."
Wow.
3 steaks.
pass out after that. Wait, Dan, how many ounces in each one would you say?
They were not huge steaks. That's the thing.
Now,
the
I will
portions-
tell you, and
It's
it's
still,
a fun
it's
story
probably
about.
8 to 10. It's probably 30 ounces. It's probably almost 2 pounds.
So that was when you were 23.
Yeah.
Fast forward 10 years, 10 plus years. Dan and I go to Hall's Chop House. You know it
You've
well.
been several
You know
times.
well,
And
love it.
Dan and
I was sick after this.
Dan
This
and
was stupid.
Dan and I decided tonight's the night.
It was a celebration.
It was a celebration.
They always offer a tomahawk ribeye.
Which is a very large ribeye
On
to
a
begin
bone.
with, but
It's-
on a bone, and the bone sticks out.
That's
and
right.
You could
All
like,
the way out off the plate.
Yeah. It
And
is
it's-
how
It's a 30, I believe, a 32 or 34 ounce cut
right.
ribeye
For a couple
and they
people.
Don't. No.
No, no,
It's,
well-
it's supposed to be for 2. It's $115 just for the steak, and it was a celebration. We weren't personally paying, and they cut it when you order it. And I said, I think I'm going to do the tomahawk ribeye. I've never done it. I'm going to do it.
And I said, if Dan's doing it, I'm doing it.
And I was like,
I'm
really?
not going to be outdone. Yeah.
I'm gonna split it with Dan.
No.
I'm gonna do my
Separate
own.
boys.
Okay, separate boys for the boys.
Double tomahawk.
So they bring out the double tomahawk, and that's about 68 ounces of steak. on our side of the table. We're with Elizabeth and Martin, God bless them. And we're eating, and it's the best steak I've ever tasted.
It is an amazing steak.
It's the best steak I've
I will say,
ever
since you're going
tasted.
to Chop House every week, and
I should
and
be
Yeah,
partaking.
Ted will splurge
Ted
one
is
time.
Ted is paying.
Ted is paying.
Yeah.
Just once.
You should try.
How do you guys get the cut of meat done? Like, is it rare, medium, rare?
Oh, I understand the question.
Medium
Medium.
rare.
Yeah, I get medium.
Do you eat steak?
I not usually.
Okay. Fair enough. More than fair.
But
When you know what
it
gave you
sounds
away?
good.
Can I tell you what gave you away? How do you guys get the cut of meat done? that's what if we didn't know before, you were outed at that moment right there when you said, how do you guys get the cut
How
of
do
meat
you guys get
done?
the cut of meat done?
I outed
It's
myself.
how do you like your steak?
How do you like your steak?
How do you like
Do
your
we
steak?
like rare bloody boys?
Medium rare.
Rare Bloody Boys. I saw Rare Bloody Boys live.
I would recommend it.
Gross.
Yeah.
Did
So-
you propose to your wife there?
Yeah, I did. So Dan eats all of the
I
tomahawk.
eat my entire tomahawk
Good for
steak.
you.
And he
It's
looks
the best
over-
steak I've ever tasted.
He looks over at me and I'm struggling. And
Not
I'm
even
like
halfway done.
I would say I'm halfway done.
Not even close.
Okay.
He's
I'm
maybe got
halfway
12 ounces done, 15 max.
And it's great. It's great. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to die.
And he said, I'm going to take this home. And I said, really? You're going to take home a steak? And then he said this. He said, I'm going to feed it to the dogs.
Now, can I give a little bit of clarification?
$115 steak
I
to
would
the dog.
love for you to give clarification because can I tell you what happened as soon as he said that? My stomach opened up a second stomach.
Yes, it would have had to have.
So
that.
my thought
That, I
process
mean-
here was I'll take the meat. I'll eat the meat, give the bone to the dog. That was my thought process.
So what you said, Brandon.
I understand what I understand.
And at that point I said, you cannot give this steak prime, dry aged Chicago. Only 2% of the steakhouse in the world have this steak. You can't give it to a dog. You can't.
So now I just want to kind of see what happens.
So I ate all of his steak as well.
You ate $70 worth of Brand's meat.
I had
Probably.
probably 50, on the low end, 50 ounces of steak. Did I have a salad and a side? I sure did. When dessert came around, cinnamon roll cheesecake, which was the best dessert I think I've had in South Carolina.
Were you partaking in libations as well?
Yeah, had a few of those.
Okay.
I don't think I ate for almost 30 hours.
It was grotesque. It was grotesque.
I was so uncomfortably, you think the cookies, when I ate 55 sugar cookies because Brandon threw up everywhere. This was the most food I think I've had, aside from the pizza challenge. This is the most food I've ever had.
This tends to happen where we go into something and we just say, let's go for it. And I'm like, let's go for it. I kind of
That's on brand.
I root you on, and then
right.
you're stuck eating more than you bargained for.
Yes, that's exactly right.
So
Yeah.
Did you have sides, Brand? How did you like?
I
did
had
you
some sides. My thing is I really love bread. So if they start
Yeah,
bringing
they
bread
start
out,
with the bread.
there's nothing I can
I
do
had some
about
of that
it.
too. Yeah.
So I
Lost
eat
it.
bread, and that just kind of coats the tum tum.
Goes to Tum Tum.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys want to talk about When Calls the Heart Season 8, Episode 6, which is called
Seize the Day. Jax is going with my answer.
I like that. I feel like it's something Newsies related. Is that
Seize
right,
the day.
Brand?
Seize the day.
Seize the
Final
day.
answer. No
Seize the
whammies.
day.
No Regrets.
Oh, no
That
regrets.
should have been a song in Newsies, though.
Should have been. You're right. That's right.
I love Newsies, man.
So much.
Love Newsies. I went a little something live. March
so
20.
am I.
I meant to say so much.
So much.
So much.
So much.
So much.
March 28th, 2021, and it went a little something like this. Clara is venting to Bill about Jesse losing all of her money, and Bill is like, can you deliver this food, please? Get out of my kitchen. Jesse talks to Lee about what he did, and he feels awful about breaking Clara's trust, and Lee is like, I gotta go. A new guy comes into town and catches Rachel's eye, and also seems to hide when he sees Gowan. We see Elizabeth typing the words and saying them out loud, the end. So I guess she's done with her manuscript or something again. We did it. She got a note on her door asking to meet at the river, down by the river. Lee tells Rosemary that he is buying the dress shop, and she is ticked. Angela's brother is pushing her on the swing and accidentally pushes her off, and she hurts herself. And everyone's real worried. Nathan is teaching Allie how to ride a horse, and Elizabeth sees them, and they make small talk. Cool. Afterwards, Allie tries to get the tea on if Nathan still likes Elizabeth, and it turns out this conversation is going to take a turn about how her and Robert kind of liked each other, and now Robert likes another girl. So there seems to be a little bit of a parallel between Allie's love life and Nathan's love life.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
Or lack there. That's exactly right. The new guy, Christopher, sits down to talk to Gowan, and Gowan tells him to get lost in a sense. Lucas and Elizabeth are on a picnic date by the lake, and it starts raining. They run to the car. They almost kiss. It is very steamy fun times. She pulls back and she says, "I can't." And he says, "I understand. I'll be patient."
They're real Southern in this, huh?
You know me.
I'll
be patient. No big deal here. The next day, Elizabeth gets more notes on her manuscript from Lucas's mom. Nathan walks in and says, "It's good to see you again." And Allie smiles, and she's like, "What is with you people?" Lee and Rosemary finally talk, and he explains that he did want to buy the shop, put an offer in it, then pulled the offer out when he realized that maybe Rosemary would want to work her way to being her own boss, not giving it to her.
Think of that.
But I guess Doughty decided that she wants to sell anyway. Rosemary seems understanding. Christopher walks by the dress shop again, and Rachel opens up the door, comes on out, lipstick on her lips, and they chat it up. Then he goes to find Gowan, and he asks about losing his business. Like, it says your name on here, but you're not the boss. And Gowan's like, "Sometimes you'll learn that life's too short and everything is broken and you just need to just try things sometimes." He goes to shake his hand. Christopher walks away without shaking it.
Christopher Walken.
Yes, that's exactly right. Faith finds out that Carson turned down the Fellowship of the Ring, and Faith says that would be a big mistake, and they argue. Elizabeth brings Angela a Braille book, and she's so excited to learn, and so is her mom. Christopher drives his car into the woods and leaves it there, and shows up back up to Rachel's place, and he's like, "It wasn't my car, I was just borrowing it." Florence gives Ned a gift, and it's a beehive outfit. What would you call that? A beehive outfit?
Beehive
that's exactly
beekeeper's
right.
outfit.
Beekeeper's suit.
Yes.
And he's like, "How'd you know I like bees?" And she's like,
Who's that voice?
"How'd you know I like
How'd
bees?
you know I like
How'd you know I like
bees?
bees?"
Hey
And
there.
she's like, "'Cause I like you." And they hold hands. Jesse is helping Joseph with his new swing, and Joseph gives him some godly marriage advice. And he's like, "Are you a preacher?" And he says, "That's a story for another day."
But yes.
Elizabeth tells Rosemary how good things are going with Lucas. Nathan and Carson talk about love and stuff, and Nathan says, "I'm not giving up on her. I'm not giving up." Christopher tells...
Nathan sounds like Gowan.
Yeah. Krista, can you just let me do my thing? Christopher tells Gowan he's going to stay, and Gowan says, "It's a start." He extends his hand again. This time they shake. Then he introduces Christopher to Elizabeth as, "He's my son." And then Ned falls down the stairs. And that, my friends, was When Calls the Heart, Season 8, Episode 6, No Regrets. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back to break this episode down further on Deck the Homework. Welcome back
Okay.
to the Homework. We're talking about the When Calls the Heart. Here's Jax with her take.
I love that we've gone this far in this podcast. Welcome Back is sitting there for an AC/DC. This is the first time we've done it.
Welcome back.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
It was really good, Brand.
Thank you. You have a hot take?
I do. Yeah, guys, I really, really like this episode. When we
Is there
get
going to be one where you don't like it? I mean, we're cross-referencing this with the bubbly stuff.
if we're cross-referencing, I loved them all. 10 out of 10.
10 of 10.
Highly recommend.
Yeah.
No, I do think that this episode is aptly named No Regrets, because I
No
feel
regrets.
like it's packed full of a lot of really feeling moments, deep feeling moments that
No
I'll get to in
regrets.
all the feels. And I must say it's quite entertaining, even though I don't like laughing at other people's misfortune. The way that Ned just... or his stunt double. I mean, it is a tumble.
Though the Wayne calls the hard stunt guy got to work and he said, "I gotta work today."
And I mean, he decided to give the most. He didn't even need to, but it was really.
He said, "If I'm gonna work today, I'm gonna work today.
I am gonna work," and I really think that this episode there was a lot packed in. Tinker's gonna tink. So
Tinker's gonna tink. Tinker's gonna tink.
You know what? This episode, I imagine, I'm trying to watch this. It's impossible to watch this and not like think about what's to come in episode 12 with the kiss. Like it's impossible. Like we know what's gonna happen. I'm trying to like think about it like as a Nathan Grantee. What do they call him?
Team Nathan McGarry's.
Yeah. As a McGarry, and like how much hope this episode would give me. Because we've had all these things leading up to this episode where it's like it's all Lucas right now.
What about this would give McGarry's hope?
I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
This is the episode where Nathan says, "I'm not gonna give up," which is like this. I got my second wind. This is when he's going to start.
But none of it is reciprocated by Elizabeth.
Well, but we don't know that yet.
The girl doesn't matter.
We don't know that yet. Is all I'm saying.
It's his feelings that matter, Dan. Come on.
But think about this. So for so long, it's been like I'm holding. He's like holding back. He's holding back. And now he sees her, and he's like, you know what? I'm not giving up. So if I am a McGarry head. I am like thinking.
Gary Head's a different thing.
I'm like, this is when it's all going to turn around here. This is when it's all going to turn around. So like that impassioned speech when he's talking to Bill, it was Bill, yeah.
He and Carson are both having the same feelings at the same time because he's also not going to give up on faith.
That's exactly right. Never going to give you up. I
went Jason Mraz. You went Rick Astley.
Yes.
Both classics.
Yes. I can see the excitement that this episode would bring if you are a.
I don't know how.
If you are a Gary Head.
Or if you're Team Lucas, the almost kiss in the rain. Hearts
if
aflutter.
you're Team Lucas.
Hold on, guys.
I'm so sorry, Dan. I don't even know which one you are.
That's more than fair. That's more than fair.
So sorry, Bran.
But also, this is the first time that I feel like I've seen Elizabeth have that Elizabeth spark that she had back in the Jack days with the rain, getting in the car, and you're like, oh boy. So lots to like in this episode as far as like this is the first time I feel like we're really doing something with this triangle. I feel like we're actually doing something here. So that's nice. Episode's fine. Dan?
Yeah, once again,
Tinker's gonna tank.
This is Tinker's gonna tank, and it's my weekly reminder to all of you Team Nathan stands out there. Why did you think this was gonna go your way? I like Nathan as a character. He's starting to reach that peak to where you might need to just back off, but at this point, I still like him. But this is Lucas's show, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And this is the first time that Lucas and Elizabeth, in my opinion, have some real sparks. Like in that car, that's some legit chemistry. And if you're Team Nathan, I can't imagine you sitting here going, well, we've got 6 episodes left. It's definitely going to go Nathan's way. I don't know how you get there. I don't know how you have any resolve aside from the fact that Nathan just is in his own world and is misreading every verbal and nonverbal cue from Elizabeth saying that she's not into him in that way. No, absolutely not. As an episode, I mean, the scene in the car is one of the more memorable scenes of this series. So on the back of that scene alone, I would say better than what we've seen most of lately, I would guess. And I didn't have a lot of wait what's either, but also it was nice that it wasn't a lot of Jesse and Clara and Lee and Rosemary. It was some, but not a lot. Yeah. And I think that helped a good deal as well.
We got a new character with Christopher.
That's right.
So Tinker's going to tank.
Tinker's going to tank.
Let's talk about feels. Jackson, any feels for you?
I have a lot of feels. Okay. So I don't have to do them all. But I love the scene with Jesse and Joseph when Joseph is talking about the swing and like the 2 beams on a swing and then what holds it together and how God for him and his marriage is what does that.
Amen.
Jesse, God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
And I feel like you see what a wonderfully open person Joseph is, and that he'd be a great preacher. And also, I mean, that's just something I think is important in every relationship, whether it's God or your children or your pet or a goal that you're working towards with each other. It's something that's bigger than just yourself. So actually, I really, really like that. Okay.
Here it comes. Okay. Okay.
Couple things.
Okay.
I love when, you know, this is like kind of like a women-powered few episodes we're having here.
Yeah, it is.
When Rosemary doesn't know what's next for her, and Elizabeth says, like, what's going to happen? Like, do you know what you're going to do next? And she says, no, but I can't wait to find out.
Yeah.
As someone who's been a freelancer her whole life, that's pretty much my motto. And I just love that sort of like, I don't know what's going to happen next. You can't plan for everything, but I'm ready for it. I love there's some fun day drinking in this episode, and that's fun for people. And I do think the scene with Nathan and Allie where Allie's talking about how Anna can spit water between her teeth and she just can't keep up because Robert loves that, and drawing the parallels between their non-love lives. I actually thought that was a really sweet father-daughter, uncle-niece moment. So I was having a lot of feels this episode, you guys.
Good on you.
Yeah. You had all the same teams?
Samesies.
No, but I mean, obviously the car rain scene is from another planet.
Yes.
From another
I
planet.
mean, who's filming that scene? Where are they the rest of the series?
Yeah, man. Wow.
That's good stuff.
That is real good stuff. And Gowan is back, baby, as I like to say. And I gotta say, Gowan having a kid, introducing that, like I got high hopes for this storyline, so that gave me feels.
Do you think he's ever going to have a moment where he gives like an impassioned speech about being a father and all the regrets he's maybe? Yeah.
Gosh, I hope so.
I bet you that's coming.
I hope.
So I need to give credit where credit's due. I don't like the character of Rosemary. I think Pascal Hutton's wonderful. Rosemary always has annoyed me. Lee.
It's so funny because I just love it so much. Like the way you said Lee now, I'm like, I miss her. I love it. Lee.
Lee. However,
Lee.
I would wager to say she's one of the only characters in this show who has an actual, real, measured, authentic character growth. Because you're talking about a woman who's like, I don't know what's coming next, but I'm excited to find out. Juxtapose that to the woman that gets off the stagecoach at the beginning of her arc on this show and is just self-centered, only cares about, acting and being in the big city and blah, blah, blah. It is and it's been done so well. I think the character's annoying. She drives me bonkers, and not in a fun way where I want to see the hijinks she gets to do. I don't like the character. But the arc, the growth is undeniable. It's an undeniable character arc, and I think that we're seeing it because of the actor that's playing the role. So good for her.
Good on you, Dan.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm trying. I'm
proud of you for bringing something to the table.
Show still sucks.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here on
Take the Hallmark.
Take the
Hallmark.
Thank you guys for coming to play there.
Yeah.
Here to help. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Wait What's. This is part of the show we talk about what in this episode made us say Wait What. Start with you, Jax. Anything?
A couple. The whole Ladies' Day convention, I thought that was, as we were watching it together, I think we were all confused because I thought it was just a thing they were saying because they didn't want Molly to have to see Bill. It was a whole thing, but they're still carrying on.
They
this
still
charade of
alternate
Ladies'
days
Day.
at the barber shop. We thought it was a bit.
Yeah. Like a one-off.
But apparently, if you're a guy, you can only get your hair cut every other day. And then on the other days, the ladies can get their hair
Even if you're willing to pay big buckaroos.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
No. I think also, a little bit of a wait what for me on Nathan.
It's almost like you watched 2 or 3 in a row.
Here we go.
I'm like, which episode is this?
Now we're ready.
When he says, why do we give up when things don't go our way the first time? This isn't the first time. I think this is about your 10th, 11th, 12th attempt at courting this woman. And a little bit of a wait what on that one. Rachel and her lipstick, I hope she learns how to put it on also.
God bless her.
God bless her.
Guys, I just want.
She is terrified when she sees herself in the mirror.
It's not that garish, but it is weird enough.
She's like, oh my gosh.
How could I? The Phantom of the Opera.
I'll never recover.
I am.
Never.
I just want to lovingly.
Every time he looks at me, he'll see streaks of lipstick where they don't belong. No. No.
I just want to
Ruined.
loving.
I'm ruined.
I just want to lovingly give some, and I'm no Dave Ramsey, but I'm here to
Thank
lovingly give advice to.
You know what tipped me off is you said lovingly.
Yeah, give some advice to our sweet friend Clara, who just found out that her savings have been wiped clean.
That's right.
2 times in this episode, she is given the opportunity to take money, and she says no.
No.
One is when what's his name?
Hickam.
Frickum. Frickum
Hickam.
Is like trying to bribe her to give a haircut on Women's Day. And she like acts like she's gonna keep the money, and it's like
a holiday. It's just like a Thursday.
we don't know when this day. We don't know. Could have been International Women's Day. We don't know. We don't know.
Could have been March 8th.
Could have been March 8th.
In 1918.
True, that's right.
This episode aired on March 28th, so maybe the wires were crossed.
That's right. Yeah.
She ends up giving the money back, but like that was it $2? $2 is more money than you have currently. And then later, she gives Frickum a haircut on the house. You can't just be doing that.
It doesn't make any sense too, because he just got a raise.
Right, he just got a raise.
He has money to burn.
She is like committed in this episode to not taking any of Frickum's money, and right. I just want to say, girl, you don't have any money. You're not in the place. Just take the $2. If the guy wants to give you $2 to bribe you to get a haircut, then who are you to give back the money? That's all I'm saying. There's no shame in taking them $2 bills. That's all I'm gonna say. Dano?
There's no shame in taking them $2 bills.
That's right, baby.
You said it.
Yeah.
What's the pastor's name of the guy that's going to be
Joseph.
Joseph is kneeling down with his Bible in the woods praying, and his wife comes up and says, people here don't know you walk around talking out loud to God. Look, I think we could all figure it out. I think the kneeling in the Bible gave it away. In Hope Valley, if you're kneeling with the Bible, no one thinks you're crazy. Like, a little support would be nice. I'm just saying, Pascal Hutton's ability to chop carrots while angry in this scene is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I could not, if you paid me, I couldn't chop
Never
carrots
seen
that
anything
well.
like it.
And she just flies through like
she's not even looking at it.
She's on a cooking show. She's just like, it's unbelievable. It's next level. And then my favorite one, though, is Jesse is like looking everywhere for advice about the fact that Claire won't let him in his house and blah, blah, blah. And he goes to Lee, his boy Lee, who's his best man at his wedding, totally earned, and gives him advice. And he sits down. And he's like, Claire kicked me out, blah, blah, blah. And Lee's like, hold on to that thought. I'm out of here. He literally is like, oh, no. And he just is like, I'm out. And he walks out the door.
Yeah.
We'll see you later, everybody. That's all I got.
It's time for Hopes and Values, the part of the show we talk about what in this episode gave us hope for the future and or maybe bumming us out. Jax?
So I am very, very excited. I know I'm probably the only one here about Florence and Ned. When she looks at him and she says, I'm interested in all things Ned.
Yeah, that was a good
and
line.
I'm really excited to see how this sweet friendship romance is going to blossom.
Hopefully not with him falling down any more stairs.
Situation.
Is he going to live, though?
Yeah,
is he going to live, Jax?
I think the man's going to live.
A man's life hangs in the balance, and you're worried about love.
Will you ever get to use the bee suit?
That's my peak. That's my hope. And my valley is that what lengths is Nathan going to go to?
Yeah.
To really commit to this now, and how bad is it going to get?
Why wasn't it peaks and valleys? Because Hope Valley.
I liked it how you did it. I didn't mean to do the wrong thing.
No.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, why didn't we? This was stupid. Why didn't we do it this way?
My hope is that Gowan's going to win Father of the Year. I think this is now the time. He's older. He's wiser. He is on the verge of death most days, and so I think now's the time he's going to win Father of the Year. That is, if he lives to make it for another year. My valley is that I, as sweet as it was, the bee costume, I have a theory that she's actually trying to kill him because he never fell down any stairs before getting the bee costume. So I think it's possible that she did something. Something is in the works here. She wants him dead.
Well,
she wants to mercantile. She wants to mercantile, everybody.
My valley was just a concern that Ned felt the need to put the suit on and wear it out the front door of the mercantile.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little
Immediately,
disconcerting.
yeah.
Like, you typically don't put a beekeeping outfit on unless you're going to keep bees.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you know that?
I mean,
have you ever been given one?
yeah, would you put on an astronaut suit to walk around? Same thing.
Yes.
Same. You would, of course.
Are you
would.
kidding
Well,
me?
you definitely would.
If you got an astronaut costume in the mail, you would be like, I'm going to save this for space. No.
I think you would put the
No.
helmet on later, though, right? You might put on the
Yes.
thing, but you would wait to
Yes.
put the beekeeping
Yes.
hat until later.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
think.
sure Ned's faculties are all there. is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They better like get married quick or something dumb like that.
We'll see.
No, I don't know.
It's time for the What's Calling My Heart, where we read an email. Hello, Dick the Hallmark. There's somebody who tells us what's calling their heart.
Yeah, this week we have Holly Goodfellow.
Oh, it's a good
Oh,
fellow.
I like her.
Hello, Jax, Dan, and Bran.
Wow.
2 months in, we got a hi to
Thank
Jax.
you, Holly, for noticing that I'm here.
What's calling my heart, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. It's none other than Miss Jacqueline Collier. That's who.
Oh, Holly. It's like I messaged you to write this.
I think I can speak for my fellow double-deckers when I say that we adore Jax, and we are so happy she is here. Of course, we miss Panda, but I think that Jax is a really fun addition to the pod, and let's face it, Panda is getting so old that these late-night recordings had to be hard on him. He isn't even driving at night anymore. That's great, Holly.
That's accurate.
Can I also just say that I had so much fun at Bramblefest? Wow.
Wow.
What a whirlwind weekend that was. I'm so happy that Jax and I became best friends, and I can't wait for our girls' weekend trip to Chicago to visit Patrick. Love you guys. Big hugs. Holly Goodfellow. Holly, nicely done.
Holly's cool with renting the car since I don't drive.
That's
so
right. Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you,
yeah.
girl.
Jax
I can't wait. I'm so
Has
excited.
No license.
Nope.
Doing the best you can.
Doing the best I can.
We did, everybody. Congratulations. We'll be next time with another one. Until then, maybe the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas.
The Hallmark is a That Sounds Fun podcast.
3 in a row,
It's produced
definitely.
By Tracy Nillis' name. It's recorded live in, that Greenville, South Carolina. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com.